Good morning. We are entering Lincoln Woods, going out to do Owl's Head for Marie, which is a long hike. This is the east branch of the Pemigewasset River, or Pemigewasset. There's a little bit of controversy about how it should be said. And that is the Kank right there. All right, so we're gonna go out to Black Pond and take the Black Pond Bushwhack over to Lincoln Brook Trail and then climb the Owl's Head slide. So it should be around 16 miles today, I think, but 5 of it is flat for sure.
So do you ever really see, I mean, I guess you could see moose out here, but I'm wondering, what do you get to spy out here?
So this is Black Pond, and that is Bond Cliff, which I didn't zoom in, but that's Bond Cliff right there. And it's a beautiful day, a little muddy on the trails. Lovely. Parking lot was mostly empty, surprisingly. And we saw one hiker coming in. I think she's ahead of us coming out to Owl's Head, maybe. She might have gone to the Bonds. And one guy coming out who was backpacking. And that's it. So a quiet day.
So you're going to have to do this again.
This is a little portion of the Black Pond Bushwhack. And you can see that the trail is totally obvious. So we just took a bathroom break on the way out because we're away from water finally. We're about 6/10 of a mile from the Lincoln Brook Trail, and then we'll be right along the water all the way up until we start climbing Owl's Head Slide. So it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, and it's kind of a bummer that Owl's Head doesn't really have any views, but that's okay. This was the plan for today, so we're sticking to it. We are on the Lincoln Brook Trail, and this is Lincoln Brook. It's really moving right along, and the bushwhack we did avoided 2 water crossings that are quite large. We do still have to do at least one, but it's smaller. I remember it being smaller.
Try doing it.
And I was going to still take it, but that's okay. And we're 3 miles from the summit. We just saw a guy trying to do that other water crossing, and he was kind of stuck, so I hope he took his boots off. But anyway, and here's Marie. Yay! Still happy. We're 5 miles in, more than 5 miles in, 2 hours, so we're doing all right. All right. Hey, we're still along Lincoln Brook, but this area is really pretty. And of course, I took a picture. It's never going to do it justice, and this video probably won't either, but it's just really pretty. We're walking right along it. The trail is not bad, a little bit wet. And usually it's just kind of out of sight, but that area was just a nice open area with a pretty little cascade. So I thought I would show it. And at the last place, the guy we had seen crossing caught up to us. So, oh, that's pretty. He said he came in Lincoln Brook. He took off his boots for the first crossing and made it across the second crossing. Really pretty. So we are on the Owl's Head Slide now, kind of at the bottom. Rotate around. Here comes Marie. Kind of coming out of the woods a little. And still have some woods up there. We're still using poles, but I'm gonna put mine away pretty soon, I think. I'm gonna put mine away pretty soon. I think so. Yeah, it's definitely going to be hands and feet. And there's a little view right there. Yay, right behind that tree, you get a little view of, let me see. Ooh. I think it's Flume. And I think this is Whaleback Mountain right here. But I will check when I'm a little higher up. We definitely get like the whole ridge. So maybe that's Liberty. I don't know. I gotta take a look. But we're starting the climb because this is basically straight. Okay, so this is the scrambling portion of the Owl's Head slide, but it's not bad. And you get some pretty nice views over to Franconia Ridge. What a nice day. Yeah. So that's, I should have zoomed in. In the back is Liberty. I'm sorry. Yeah, Liberty. Flume is just poking up over there. And then Haystack. Oops. And then Lincoln, and then on the other side of the slide is North Lincoln, and then Lafayette is right behind that tree. Oh, I'm going to turn a corner here. I should have a nice clear view of all of it further up.
That's a clear view.
Not obstructed. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good right there. Lovely. Very nice. And here comes Marie. We're doing it.
Wow, I gotta take a picture right here.
Yes, soak in the views because this is it. Really nice.
So is that north? No.
North is not really shown.
So over here we're seeing.
So we are still climbing the Owl's Head slide, and right now we're following a very wet, almost like a stream, but it's really easy walking. Nothing is particularly slippery. There's lots of friendly trees to grab onto, lots of nice footholds and handholds. So it's fun, it's good. And we're getting there. I mean, it's kind of slow going, but I think we'll be out of this bit pretty soon. But then we're still not at the summit, but that's okay. And there's Marie. I mean, it's pretty steep. And we're in the cloud, not in the cloud, we're in the woods now, so no more views, except obstructed ones. But that's okay. Yeah, we're almost out of this rocky bit. Okay, so we just came out of the slide portion and we're gonna go up that way. But as you descend, you get to this big rock and there's a little kind of stack of, not a cairn, but a little stack there, and that marks the top of the slide, which Marie is right coming off of. And then the junction with the Brutus Bushwhack, which goes that way. So you go out that way quite like, I don't know, 2/10 of a mile, almost that way. And then you go down. And it's quite rooty from what I remember. And slippery.
They keep saying.
Rooty and slippery, but it's not going down the slide. So we'll take that way out. So if you're ever up here doing Owl's Head and you get to that rock, that's how you know where to go. Because it's not super obvious, I don't think.
Well, I think those three rocks on top say B.
Yeah, take a look around. So we are still climbing, but the worst of the scrambles are over. So we are coming out onto the ridge. So most of our elevation is now gained. And we just have to walk along it for a little bit. I think 2,000 feet or so. And we were up here last fall. There were quite a few blowdowns. But I mean, this is not an official trail, so you walk where you need to walk and you don't feel too bad about it. And you're not supposed to do any maintenance on Bushwhacks, but as you can see, there has been some clearing that has occurred. I saw some really big trees that were cut on the way up. The trail diverges here. I guess I'm gonna go this way. So anyway, this is right along the ridge, almost to the summit, and I hear people's voices.
Yeah, such a little puny cairn for this.
This
climb.
is the summit of Owl's Head. No, that's fine. It's got a little cairn. And this is exactly where it's marked on both Guthook and Gaia. Says this is the summit. Last time John and I were here, we got here, we said, hey, look, it's the summit. And our maps say it's the summit. And the guy that was here said, that's not the summit. The summit's over that way. So we walked that way with him and a couple other people. And clearly other people have walked this way. And no, it just went lower and lower and lower. But people do bushwhack off that end of it to go down to 13 Falls. So that's probably why there's so much beaten track over there.
Confusion.
But yeah, but this is really the summit. And I have no idea where those other people built that cairn. I don't know where. I don't know. I didn't see it. Maybe someone took it down.
Like high knees.
So that was 8.2 miles. And we came up the slide. We're going to take the Brutus bushwhack down. And it's about the same distance. It's about the same distance. So, and look, here's all this blue bead lily that hasn't turned blue yet, but it's coming. This is one of the lower 4,000 footers. It's like, do you know what the elevation is? It's on your thing, right? 4,025. Okay, it's higher than I thought. I thought it was like 4,003 or something like the way isolation is. All right. So, right through the trees, which I didn't zoom in, and it's really hard to see on the GoPro, but it's a really nice view of Lafayette. And then the other way I can see the bonds through the trees, but not really any views. But the sun is out. There's a nice breeze, and it's probably 60 maybe.
It's gorgeous.
It's really nice, yeah.
And it's beautiful, nice little breeze.
So we had to do 2 pretty good sized water crossings, and we're generally successful in staying dry. So we got to do them going back. We'll see how that goes.
Muddy.
Yeah, lots of mud. Yep. So anyway, it's been a great day so far. We're about 5 hours in, but we did really good for 3.5 hours, and then we took a break. Yeah, we took a break to eat and enjoy the view where there was a view. And then we had more climbing, which I think after you stop, it slows you way down.
Oh yeah.
So,
but I think
but
I'm
now,
fine now.
I was gonna say now there's no more climbing really, so we should be good to go. And how many people did we see? We saw the man again. We saw the woman again from this morning, and then 3 guys who we hadn't seen them at all. So, but those 3 guys came in the long way.
Did they?
Yeah, because he said he saw them at the first water crossing. Yeah.
But they didn't even take the.
They're going to take the Black Pond on the way back.
Oh.
I think he is too. So, anyway. This is lovely Owl's Head. No owls on it, and it doesn't look like an owl or anything. I don't know why it's called that. So this is the Brutus Bushwhack, which is quite rooty. But so far I haven't taken a digger, knock on wood. But roots are not our friend. But I think it's definitely faster going down this than it would have been to go down the slide. So it's about the same length distance-wise. But I don't love inclines with roots, but it's okay. We're moving right along. And probably if you were to slip, because see, these kind of things, they don't look like anything, but man, they are slippery. If you fell, though, you'd probably just end up with a dirty butt. Probably would not fall off a cliff, so I guess this is the way to avoid certain death. I'm kidding. We would be fine on the slide. It's really not a scary slide, although it was quite wet in some parts today, which is annoying if you have to sit down when you're going down. Sometimes you have to do that and you'd get wet. But anyway, we're heading back. I think it's around 2 o'clock. Yep, 2 o'clock. Oh, so hoping we made great time in the morning until we got to the slide, and then everything kind of slowed down. So now we don't really have too much in the way of elevation gain. Again, just a little bit on the other bushwhack, but everything is kind of flat or downhill. We have 2 water crossings that we already did once. I think we'll be okay. Oops, I'm losing Marie. There she is. So I think we'll be fine. And the weather is perfect, so we have that going for us too. All right, so we are back at Black Pond. We just came off the Black Pond Bushwhack, and it's looking pretty nice. Oh, the sun is up on Bond Cliff. Very cool. Nice. I believe this morning when we were here there was like fog blowing across it. So here we are, Black Pond. I think it's like a little under 3.5 miles to get back. So we'll be there in good time now.